Hey everyone, welcome back to my Try Nourish Health channel. Just a quick tip, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Also share with family and friends or anybody that can use this information to help change their lives and be healthier. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook under the same name, Try Nourish Health, and that's TRI for try. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to share with you about my 20-minute meal challenge. If you haven't heard about this before, the 20-minute meal challenge is basically getting you to slow down and take your time during all of your meals. Why is this important? Because that's how long it takes for our brains to talk to our stomachs and say, hey, man, I've had enough, or hey, man, I'm stuffed. Stop eating, please. But it literally takes your brain 20 minutes to tell your stomach, hey, I'm full. So a lot of times what we end up doing is we rush through our meals. We eat so fast, in 5 minutes, we're down in a sandwich, chips, an apple, whatever you're eating, a whole meal, and you don't even feel full yet. So then you feel like you need to keep eating to feel full and satisfied. But by the time your brain talks to your stomach, well, you've eaten too much. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 7 days, I want you to try to do the 20-minute meal challenge. Now, I'm going to share with you step by step how to start the process. Um, if you've never thought about it, which before I even heard about this, I didn't even think about how fast I was eating. I was just trying to get it done and move on to my next task that I needed to complete. But it's really important to honor your body, honor your hunger, but also honor your fullness. So here we go. Step number one. This is just getting started. So check your watch, check your clock, or set a timer, or start a timer when you start a meal. Don't do it before, like when you're prepping the meal. So as soon as you have your meal ready and you're sitting down and you're ready to eat, pay attention to the clock or start your timer. Eat your meal at your normal pace that you usually eat at. For me, when I first tried this, I literally ate my meal in 5 minutes and I couldn't believe it. I was like, did I even taste my food? Was it good? I don't know. Um, so eat your meal like you normally do. At the end, check the clock again or stop your timer and make note of how long it took, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever time. No judgment, because, like I said, my first time it took like 5 minutes and I still struggle. So no worries. Now, make sure you write it down, because step number two is at your next meal, you're going to add 5 minutes to whatever time it took for your first meal. So if it took you 5 minutes the first meal, add five, which equals 10. Didn't know we were doing mathematician today, did you? So, second meal, 10 minutes. Repeat the process. Check your watch, set a timer, and try to go for that additional 5 minutes. Now, what does this look like? How are you going to slow yourself down? Well, I gave some tips before, so check out my previous videos. But chew at least 20 times every bite. Set your fork down. Take a breath in between bites. Be more aware of the taste, the smell, the texture of the food. That's going to help you slow down a little bit. All right. So, again, when you finish your meal, check your time, stop your timer, jot down how long it took. Also, kind of make a note of when you feel full, or if you feel full in that amount of time. And you want to document these things. I have a journal that you can jot all this stuff down on, so I'll show you in just a second. Step three, you're going to keep repeating this process. So add an additional 5 minutes. So your first meal took 5. Your second meal should have taken 10. Now, if you did not get to your 10-minute mark, or if you didn't, if you added that 5 minutes and you couldn't quite get to that time, try it again. You don't want to add 5 more minutes when you couldn't reach that previous goal, excuse me. So if you reached your goal time of whatever that was, so mine was 10 minutes, and say I finished in 8, well, I need to try for 10 minutes again. Okay? So until you reach the 10-minute mark, keep trying that at each meal. Once you reach that mark, add 5 more minutes during the next meal. What we're trying to do is train ourselves to slow down and process our food and digest it correctly. Okay? So keep documenting this every day. Step 4, notice at what time during this 20-minute meal challenge that you feel satisfied or when you feel like you're kind of overly full. All right. And then step 5, for the next 7 days, we're going to try the 20-minute meal challenge. Our goal is to reach up to 20 minutes or longer and make it a habit. So you really want to do this longer than 7 days, but the 7 days is going to give you a starting point. Okay. And here's a little sample of the journal. Like I said before, no judgment. This does not have to be filled out perfectly. I'm a type A person, so I overanalyze the crap out of everything. I'm a perfectionist, which is, don't get me started on that. But I want to do everything, tip top. There's no right or wrong way to fill out this journal. It's for you, it's for your benefit. So fill it out how you would understand it. Because really, this is for you to reflect on and say, hey, I reached my goal today. Go me. Or, hey, I need to kind of keep working on this. So, for example, day 1, your meal took 3 minutes. Again, no judgment because mine took 5. So, laugh all you want, but there are people that eat in 3 minutes or less. My husband is one of them. Um, the I felt satisfied. If you're not sure, then, you could jot down, I couldn't tell, or I think it was around 13 minutes, because I know a lot of times we get distracted. Lunchtime, it's your downtime. So you're not trying to be on the clock and pay attention to time. You want to enjoy your meal and scroll on social media. So I get it. Again, if you're not sure, just jot it down, a roundabout of what time you think. Your mood, that's a good indicator, as far as how you're feeling about the 20-minute meal challenge, how you feel for the day. Our moods affect how we eat. If we're in fight or flight, for me, when I get nervous or anxious or anything like that, I'm either not going to eat, I'm going to eat very little, and I'm probably going to eat pretty fast, honestly. And then your aha moment is where you realize, hey, this is working. Or, hey, I realize I don't need as much food as I thought I did because I'm slowing down and taking my time. Um, and this is not about, and this is the perfect example right here. I get super stressed about whether or not I'm being good or bad. The 20-minute meal challenge is not a good or bad thing. We're not judging you on what you're eating. Yes, make healthier choices. But if it's a burger and fries, enjoy that burger and fries. Savor it. Take your time with it. um, so it's not about the food choices on this. It's about the time you take to eat your food. So just keep that in mind. Let's make it fun, not so serious all the time. I know me, I can get a little serious. So I got to break out of that, right? So now it's your turn. The next 7 days, jot it down. And again, right here, it's not about being good or bad. It's just about the time you're taking for your meal so that your brain can talk to your stomach. All right. So here is the journal. And honestly, I'm new to YouTube. I haven't quite figured out how to connect my nifty handouts to my page. I will figure that out, y'all. But in the meantime, if you want a copy of this, reach out to me. Um, shoot me a message on YouTube or my Instagram or Facebook pages. Again, that's Try Nourish Health, TRI Nourish Health. And I'll be more than happy to share anything with you. I also do coaching sessions. So if you would like a coaching session on anything health wise, life wise, anything like that, I'm your girl. Anyways, quick plug. All right. So, day one, remember when you're ready to start eating, set your timer or check your clock and start eating. Document how long it took. Document when you felt satisfied. And again, if you're not sure, write that down. I'm not sure, or maybe 5 minutes. Your mood for the day, and then your aha moment. And the aha is just a realization about your eating habits, how you feel, all of that good stuff. And especially realize after you eat, are you overly stuffed? That's important to note because if you're overly stuffed, that means you're either not taking enough time or you're not chewing your food. So just make sure you note that on your aha moments. 7 days or more. And you can go past 20 minutes. I give you permission. This is not like I have to stay at 20 minutes. If you want to take longer, take longer. If it ends up being a little shorter, well, we need to keep working towards that 20 minutes. Okay? So now that you know this, try to make it fun. I try to do this with my kids. My youngest, he likes to race. He loves to race for everything. I'm going to race you to the car. I'm going to race you to the trampoline. I can pick up my toys faster. Yeah, I said it. I'll use it to my advantage if I need to. It works. So it works the same when we're eating. He was like, I can eat my meal faster. And I was like, well, I can eat my meal the slowest. I'm going to make mine last the longest. And I'm going to chew the most too. And it really got him thinking about it. And it kind of slowed him down just a little bit. My 5-year-old is a big ball of energy. So slowing him down sometimes is impossible. But it did make him think about it. So there's that. I'll take that as a win. But um, use it every day, all day. Um, and nobody knows that you're doing it unless you share with your friends and family and say, hey, let's make this a challenge. I want to see if you can eat slower than me. Have a little fun at the office or wherever just to break up the day and do something different. And I mean, you can do it anywhere. Birthday parties, which honestly, in my mind, I didn't think about that. But yeah, birthday parties or vacations or anything like that. And it's not a restriction on the kind of food. Like I said, it's just merely slowing down, honoring your fullness, your hunger, all of that good stuff. So all you need is a clock or a timer, a pen and a piece of paper, or your computer or smartphone. Um, I like to write in notepads and stuff like that, but I have found that I'll have like 4 or 5 different notepads for different things. Yes, that's me. So for me, I probably would put it on my calendar on my phone. That would help me because I can just reflect on my phone and I don't have to carry this large notebook around. um, or if you want the handout, I'll be more than happy to share that with you. Just send me your email and I'll be able to do that. Um, so you can print this journal document off and use it. And all you have to do is just try for 20 minutes every meal, anywhere, anytime, and nobody knows you're doing it. And people may ask, well, why are you eating so slow? Because I'm trying to lose weight, because I'm trying to be less bloated, because I want to enjoy my food and actually taste it and not inhale it. So there are a couple of rebuttals if somebody asks you why you're eating so slowly. Or you can just simply say, I'm actually trying this new thing called the 20-minute meal challenge. Would you like to try with me? That's a fun way to get other people involved and also to give you a little competition. I'm competitive with myself, so I don't need competition, but sometimes it does help us to push past our limits. And it's almost an accountability thing. If you have somebody doing it with you, that's going to push you to do it harder or more, right? So there's an idea for you. So just try to commit to it for the next 7 days. Hopefully, it'll be a habit that you carry on throughout your life and that you share with others.